recruit and follow up personally. Why are you not working? Okay. Our mission, I want you to hear loud and clear what your job description is. Your job description is not to get joins. Your job description is not to make your points go up. Your job description as a brand ambassador with Plexus Worldwide is to love and serve others well. And the degree to which you do that is the degree to which your business will grow. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit. What we're going to be talking is about how do we build rapport and really connect with people, because people do not want to be sold to. They want to be cared about. They want solutions, and they want to know how you are going to help them. And I have kind of taken a lot from a lot of successful jewels like April and Brittany and Christina. And I've come up with a system that has been incredibly successful for my own personal recruiting. And that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. Okay. And it starts with adding people to your, adding people to your funnel. Every day you should be adding people to your Facebook friends list or your Instagram list, or just the people that you're getting together with in everyday life, having coffee with them, building rapport, making new relationships. So every day I add people to my funnel. Every day I add Facebook friends. I see people whose birthdays are today, people that are watching my stories, and I add them to my contact list. I personally use Doe. I know some people use Teamsy or another way to track. I use Doe because it is app-based and it is pretty. And I'm not going to lie, I need things that are pretty to keep me engaged. Okay, what I have done is I have created phases for my recruiting. And my first phase, I've got 3 phases in my recruiting method. Okay. And phase 1 is rapport building. When I add a new Facebook friend, I've gotten a new friend, I met somebody at Target or on the playground, I don't immediately come out and talk to them about Plexus. Now, hear me, that's not wrong. Okay. You could pull 10 different diamonds, and each diamond is going to tell you a different thing. Christina is very direct. I was just at Ruby's on the Rise. Genevieve says she's very direct. Brittany builds rapport and looks for a need and then brings up Plexus. This is what I have settled on, and I have settled on building rapport and connecting with people and then taking a direct approach. So phase 1 is all about building rapport and connection. The very first thing that I do once I get a new Facebook friend is I engage. Okay. On day 1, I'm liking and commenting on their posts. Day 3, I'm doing the same thing. On day 8, I'm sending a rapport message. Don't worry, I'm going to give it to you shortly. And not until day 13 am I bringing up Plexus. And hopefully I've established and brought a conversation out where it's going to seamlessly enter the conversation. And then on day 14, actually I should say day 15, I will follow up with them if they haven't responded. Okay, so what does this look like? What did my engagement looks like? On day 1, I'm liking and commenting on their feed and in their stories. And then I'm going to wait a couple days and do the same thing. We're not getting in and doing it every day on every post. We're not creeper stalkers, but we are showing people that we're interested in them. Because listen, I am not just looking for what these people can do for me. I'm actually looking for friends. I'm looking to build relationships. And if they join me, great. Worst case scenario, I have a new friend, but I am looking for points of connection and looking for ways that I can, add value and build people up. Whoops, wrong way. Okay. So once I get to day 8, I've engaged on day 1 and on day 3, and I'm now at my rapport building message. And this is a sample that I like to use. And again, every time these people pop up on my Doe, I'm liking and commenting on 1 or 2 or 3 of their posts. And I'm not just saying so cute, love it, girl. I'm actually putting in a thoughtful comment and hopefully leaving a question as well to evoke conversation. Okay. Hey, Amy, happy Monday. This is my rapport building message. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I love connecting with like-minded women through social media. I'm a mom of 3 girls, 15, 14, and 6, and my husband and I have been married 18 years and live in Savannah. How long have you guys been married? I saw the pictures from the swim meet. How long have your kids been swimming? Always in my rapport building message, I'm going to go back to their wall, find something that I can comment on, and leave a question to hopefully evoke a response from them. And then I just end it. I'm looking forward to following you and your crew here on Facebook. So they've never reached out to me before. This is how I start a conversation. They've seen me commenting on their posts a couple times already. Okay, so rapport building, hopefully they've answered me and I've gotten a conversation going, okay? And if so, we just keep the conversation going and then I can bring Plexus up. This message is if Plexus has not come up or they have not answered me, okay? Again, like and comment on their profile before messaging. Hey, Jessica, happy Sunday. Hope you and your crew are having a great weekend so far. Again, comment on something from their profile and ask a question. You know, I saw that you guys were at the beach. How was it? Do you go to the beach a lot? Whatever it is. And then comment on something about me. We had friends from out of town and had the best time. Have you guys traveled at all this summer? Maybe you've seen some of my journey or pink drink posts on my wall or in my stories. Plexus has really changed everything for me and my family. I don't struggle with allergies, high cholesterol, digestive, or sleep issues anymore. I've lost stubborn weight, and at 50, I feel and look better than I did in my 30s. Maybe it may or may not be for you, but are you open to taking a look? Maybe it could be a blessing to you too. I'm so glad we've connected, and I look forward to continuing to follow you. Okay, so that is my my intro to Plexus. Okay, this should say day 15, a couple days later. So a couple days later, if they have not answered, I will send a follow-up message. Again, like and comment on their profile or in their stories before messaging. Hey, Amy, happy Wednesday. How's your day so far? Again, comment on something from their profile. I love the pictures you posted of your kids in camp this week. My kids have had a very full summer as well. Camps, volleyball, jobs, VBS, and we're headed to the beach in a week for a last hurrah. Look, I know life is crazy busy. I'm a girl mom of 3 over here. So I wanted to pop back in and see if you had a chance to check out my last message. I'd love to answer any questions you may have. Plus, we have a great new reset system that's fantastic. Have you seen any of the pictures? Listen, most people are not waiting for you to send a message about Plexus. We think about Plexus a lot, but people are busy and there's so much noise that we are competing with. Following up is just the norm. And take the emotion out and just realize that this is what you signed up for when you joined a network marketing company. And this is just what we do. And people will thank you for being persistent and professional. Okay. So that is my phase 1, where I am adding new people to my funnel. I'm connecting with them, engaging on their posts. It's about a 2-week process, and then bringing up Plexus. Okay, now after phase 1 is complete, this is where it takes a little bit of thinking, okay? I determine who is cold, warm, or hot. And this will determine how soon I will follow up with them and how. You know, this is customizable. It can take some discernment because remember, these are people we're dealing with. This isn't just a system. These are living, breathing people that have lives, okay? So let's define what I mean by cold prospect. A cold prospect is just somebody that's not engaged with me at all, okay? They haven't responded, they're cold, okay? A warm prospect is somebody who is engaged with me, watched my Facebook or stories, commented on some of my posts, or responded back in my messenger thread. Okay. They are warm. They have engaged with me somehow. So little note, please, please, please make sure that you're tracking who's watching your stories. You can look by, you can go up and look who's watching your stories and write those names down. Okay. And if, just a side note, when somebody hasn't responded to me for 2 months, I bump them to cold. That's just a sidebar. But warm means that they're actively engaging with me. Okay. Okay, and a hot prospect, I've got 2 different areas of hot prospects. One is a dream teamer, people that I really want to work with, that is, leadership capacity. If this person decided to do this, that they would be a diamond, high potential, would love to be on the beaches with in Hawaii every year for the rest of my life. Or somebody who has talked about purchasing, they want the products and they've either ghosted you or, they've gotten really close and they're just kind of somewhere in that funnel between, yes, I want these products, but they haven't made the decision to purchasing yet. Okay. That's a hot prospect. Okay. So my phase 2, and I guess I should say this, in Doe, you can have different, what they call series. And I have a phase 1 series in Doe, and I have it like day 1, day 3, day 5, day 8, day 12, day 15, where it shows me which message to give. And then I have another series, phase 2. Okay. And so this is phase 2. And in Doe, you can literally plug people into a certain phase, and then it will give you the messages and the order of how to reach out to these people. Okay. Now this is key. When I am following up with people, not every message is about plexus. I was going back and listen, I have not always done this correctly. And I go back and sometimes see when I was first starting out and I just see so many plexus messages. The golden rule is treat others the way you want to be treated, right? You don't want people to be talking to you about their company every single time. You want the human touch, right? So what has worked for me is a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 messages to every 1 personal message. I'm also, every time they pop up in my Doe, I'm commenting and liking on their profile, and I'm adding comments on their posts every time I send a follow-up message. Even better yet, a day before and after, if I can remember that. Okay. So phase 2 timing. If somebody is cold, and I've got a phase 2 cold, a phase 2 warm, and a phase 2 hot, they're on a 30-day cycle. Christina did a fabulous training about how to follow up with people. And I think it was the hobbyist, how to go from a hobbyist to a business owner, where she lays out 10 different ways to follow up with people. And I have people, if they're cold, on a 30-day follow-up. So I've gone through phase 1, they haven't said anything to me. So I will, during phase 2, again, every 30 days, I'll touch them. A plexus message the first 30 days, a plexus message the second 30 days, a personal message where I'm adding value or just engaging, and then a couple plexus messages. Okay. My warm market, I'm touching them twice a month because they are engaging with me. And it is very important. It's not always about plexus. And I'm going to show you some sample messages in a second. Okay. And in a hot, I'm touching my hots weekly. Now notice that doesn't mean I'm showing up in their inbox weekly. When I say touching them weekly, that means that maybe one of my touches is commenting on their posts or commenting on their stories. I want them to know that I am invested in them, I believe in them, and I'm building rapport with them during phase 2. Okay. So here's a sample follow-up message. Like and comment. Hey, Amy, happy Wednesday. How's your week going? My oldest is working at a camp this week. My middle, I just tell her what's going on with me. I make a comment and with a question, when does school start for you guys? I'm wondering if you've heard about our new reset system. It's an amazing health and metabolic reset. The average weight loss is 6 pounds and the health benefits are incredible. I lost 5 pounds and loved it. What do you think? Are you open to taking a look? Again, you can vary these follow-up message. You can invite them to an online event. You can ask them to check out a video. Again, watch Christina's follow-up video for examples on how to follow up different ways about Plexus. This is an example of a value-adding message. What you want is to gain influence with people, right? And the quickest way to gain influence is to add value to people. When I am showing up in their inbox, I'm not always looking to get something from them. I want to deposit into them. I want to give them something, right? I mean, granted, we are offering life-changing products and opportunity, which is a huge gift, but I also want them to know that I'm adding value to their life. This is just an example of something that I did to a bunch of warm and hots last month. Hey, Caroline, happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great week. Are you guys doing anything special this weekend? I've been doing a lot of thinking since I'm turning 50. I guess there's something about turning half a century that's caused me to reflect. I want to grow, be intentional, to lift people up, to help others be and do. That's why I do what I do. It's hard to be your best when you don't feel well or don't have the resources to do what's in your heart. I heard about this book from Jamie Kern Lima. Well, I listened to her interview with Ed Milet, and it so spoke to my soul that I wanted to share it with you. It's long, but so worth it. Much love to you, and I hope it blesses you as much as it did me. And then I sent them the link to the podcast. Every Mother's Day, I will send like a Mother's Day message. If I hear a podcast, I'll send a podcast or something just to tell people I'm thinking about them and to hopefully add value to them. Here's an example of a personal message. Hey, Caroline, happy Monday. How was your weekend? My best friend from Richmond and her kids were in town and we had the best time. We showed them Savannah, played tons of games, laughed, and even cried. How has your summer been? When did you guys start school? Did you do any traveling? Just to get conversation going. Again, personal connection. Okay, so that's phase 2, right? Now, phase 3. What is phase 3? Phase 3 is until they join me or they die. And remember, we always keep in mind, I'm always doing the 2-to-1 ratio, 2 Plexus posts to 1 personal post. So let's talk about phase 3 timing. If someone still has not engaged with me, they're on a 3-month follow-up. So my phase 3 cold series is every 3 months, I will touch base with them. Okay. Phase 3 for warm is every 2 months. And I will also remember to engage and comment on their posts. And for my hot people, it's a monthly follow-up. Okay, and I'm engaging on posts weekly. At least that is my goal. Or stories, sometimes just clicking through stories, but they at least see that I'm engaging with them. And I've got a story. I've got a dream teamer in Colorado. And I engage so much on her posts. She always is at the top of my list. And she's just this beautiful, amazing woman. And I feel like I'm learning so much about parenting from her. And I told her that. And then she said, she texted me back, and she's never texted me back anything like this. She said, "You are so beautiful too. I'm learning so much from you." And I don't say that to say I'm so great, but I'm saying consistently engaging on people's posts and giving them genuine comments and encouragement is fruitful. And not only that, but you are sowing into people and God will bless you for that. Okay, phase 3, follow-up message example. Again, liking and commenting. This is very similar to phase 2. You're connecting, asking them a question. I remember ages ago, I reached out about Plexus. Maybe the timing is better now. It may or may not be the right fit for you, but I'm curious if you struggle with any of these. I used to deal with over 15 of them before Plexus. If so, are you open to checking it out? And then I send this graphic, symptoms of Candida overgrowth. And listen, I don't think I've ever had anybody say, no, I don't struggle with any of these. Some people ignore me, but at least we're planting the seed because this helps to get them to re-engage. ask me questions, and then it makes it very clear that I'm really trying to help them, and we can re-engage and revisit Plexus. Okay. So just to recap, I want to say we are in a people helping people business. That means that it's not just plugging people into the system, it's connecting with them. There's a reason why most of the diamonds in our company are yellow. It's because their desires to help people, and those that are great connectors have great legacy. And remember that timing is everything. This isn't about your timing, it's about their timing. When what we have is a solution to what they need on their timing. And we want to make them the hero of their story by continuing to show how what we have is the answer to what their needs are. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I hope this makes sense to all of you. I hope you take the time to really discern who it is you're reaching out to and where they flow in, where they can fit in a series. Because the last thing you want to do, I've been there where someone has asked me about the products, they want to sign up, and then I forget about them, and it's 3 months later when I'm finally reaching out. Take the time to establish your system, to build rapport, be interested in people, and I can guarantee your business will grow. And that is how you recruit and follow up personally with connection. Thanks, everybody.